Guys, I've got my hands on a new Blackmagic eGPU and a 15-inch MacBook Pro. And because of this, I want to test what is the current state of gaming on a Mac computer moving closer to 2019 and beyond. So the biggest issue when it comes to gaming on a Mac computer, still to this day, is that we have a limited amount of games. Now, while it has somewhat improved with the addition of Metal 2, which is a graphics API, which allows you to have more performance when doing intensive tasks like gaming. So because of this, we are seeing more games supporting this API, and in general, we are seeing quite a few more games coming to different platforms on Mac, including Mac App Store, and it's been redesigned to more easily find awesome AAA games and indie games, and we are seeing plenty more, such as Life is Strange Before the Storm, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Dirt Rally, and Pillars of Eternity 2, to name a few. And then we've got Steam, which opens you up to a huge catalogue of AAA games like Dying Light, Hitman, Rocket League, and then we've got Deus Ex Mankind Divided. But then we've got a few other platforms like Epic Games, which offer Fortnite, obviously, and then we've got Origin, which has the Sims series, and Battle.net, which offers the StarCraft series. And recently, in 2017 and 2018, we've got new Macs with improved graphics, memory, yada yada. And this year in particular, we've got new 13-inch and 15-inch MacBook Pros. These are high-end machines that are used for pro video editing, photography, working with 3D graphics, but also, which is kind of cool, working with science and research. Having a more high-end machine for this video to test games on gives us the best ability to test what it is like to game on a Mac computer. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so the first game we're showing is Rocket League, and currently we are getting our ass kicked by the other team. But regardless, this game doesn't utilize Metal. It utilizes, it utilizes OpenGL, which is Apple's old graphics API. And even regardless, this game is still really well optimized. I'm hitting pretty much a solid 60 FPS, and this is without even an eGPU. So let's see what this game is capable of when connecting it to an external graphics processor. Okay, so this is an eGPU, and this one in particular is the Blackmagic eGPU, which is sold exclusively by Apple themselves. Now, you can get other types of eGPUs, but this is the one I have, so this is the one we're testing. But how do you connect an eGPU to Mac? It's pretty simple. Connect a power cable, connect a Thunderbolt 3 cable into the back of the eGPU, and then into a Thunderbolt 3 supported Mac. But that's not all we have to do. You also have to connect your monitor into the eGPU, not into the Mac, because it will not be using its full capabilities. So take it out of the MacBook and then connect it, I don't know if you can see this, into the back of the eGPU, and bam, it will now be fully utilizing the eGPU. But how is it going to perform? Let's test it out in Rocket League. Okay, so now we're back in the game, and we are getting about, right now it's on 90, 80. Yeah, so it has seen a significant increase from about 60 to 70 to 90. Now, it does fluctuate quite a bit, but if you lowered the settings, because right now we're playing on high, you could hit a consistent, I don't know, 80 FPS. I mean, even without the eGPU, it was running perfectly fine. But now it's running even better. And I'm sorry, I'm terribly bad at this game.
Men are scouring the ruins of the mountains. If the artifact is here, we'll find it.
Okay, the next game we're testing is Rise of the Tomb Raider, which has been brought to Mac by the one and only Feral Interactive, who are well known for bringing awesome AAA games to our Mac system. So We are running the game right now with everything on high, and we are getting 50 FPS, which is pretty damn good, considering that we are running everything at high. But what would it be like with the eGPU? Okay, round 2, connected with the eGPU, and we are getting about 85 FPS. 85 compared to 50, which is significantly better, and right now we're getting close to 100. 94, 90, blah blah blah. Okay, so the cool thing that Feral Interactive have done with this game is implementing the touch bar into the game. Now what you can do is actually switch between different types of ammunition for the bow and arrow, and that is quite cool. So let's switch to explosive arrow and put this guy out of his misery. Sorry fella. Oh, that was... We're actually playing the game now instead of benchmarking it, because benchmarks aren't always the best thing to do. So let's actually see what we get. And right now we're getting about, well, we were getting about 75 FPS. So pretty good. And right now in the cutscene we're getting closer to about 60. Now I should also mention that we're testing all these games on their highest preset. Now with Feral Interactive games, they actually recommend you play at their recommended settings so that you get the best performance. So we've got Fortnite running in this machine, and where this is right now running without the eGPU, and we're getting pretty much around 45 to 50 FPS. We are getting some random lag drops here and there. Oh, whoa! We're inside, we're getting about 50 FPS. Let's quickly run outside and see what we can get. Okay, so right now we're dipping down to about 40. Sometimes it goes into the 30s, so it's still really good. Alright guys, I'm connected, whoa, with the eGPU, and I'm getting about 60 FPS, and I'm very close to dying. Jumped in a really bad situation, and I've got someone after me. I'm going to die in a second now. Oh, there he was. Okay, so the last game we have here is F1 2017, which was also ported to Mac by Feral Interactive and once again utilizes Metal 2. And we are currently playing with everything on high, and we are receiving about close to 40 FPS. So, pretty good, even for on high. Now we could obviously lower the settings and get closer to 60 FPS. What's interesting about this game is that it doesn't actually allow you to get over 60 FPS. So, I don't know, I thought that was worth noting. But yeah, let's see what the eGPU is like. So, we are back again, and it is connected to the eGPU, and we are getting close to 60 FPS, so really good. High, 60 FPS, 1080p, nice. Another option to play games on Mac is a cloud streaming service like GeForce Now, which I've got up in front of me right now. GeForce Now is only available in North America and Europe. However, I am playing it here in Australia because I won a giveaway on Reddit. Someone gave me a code, so I can play it. So we're going to try out Fortnite under GeForce Now. Alright, so we've got it up and running, and we were actually playing in 1080p with everything on Epic. Now since I am here in Australia, the quality is not outstanding. It's a little bit blurry, but it is completely and utterly playable. Alright, so I also tested Rise of the Tomb Raider and Fortnite under Windows 10 via Boot Camp, and on this machine it ran pretty much exactly the same. But if you were to play these games on lower end hardware, you'd probably see quite an increase. Now if you don't know how to install Windows on this machine or on Macs, basically you just use Boot Camp, which comes on every Mac, and you can download Windows 10 for free. It's very simple and very easy to do, and if you really want to get into gaming, then sometimes installing Windows is the preferred option if you want to play more games. But that is pretty much the video, gaming on a Mac computer today. It has improved from the past few years with the introduction of Metal, improved Macs, and more developers now porting their games to our platform. But it still has some improvement to go, and I hope Apple do dedicate more of their time and attention to gamers, because we are a passionate community that actually do enjoy gaming on your Mac computers. And also with the introduction of eGPUs, gaming is quite a lot better. But that's the video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content and more videos about Mac gaming.